Do you know someone who asks, "What do you think I should do?" and then seems irritated the moment you answer? They bring up the job they want to apply for, the routine they can't keep, the message they've rewritten 6 times, the decision that has been circling their head for weeks. They want a second opinion, maybe even a push. But the second someone says, "Here's what you need to do," their shoulders tighten. They explain why it won't work. The room changes. They aren't always trying to be difficult. Sometimes they're caught between wanting support and needing to feel that their life is still their own. Research on motivation suggests this isn't simple stubbornness. Support can feel safe when it leaves room for choice, while another person's view can feel threatening when it sounds like a command, judgment, or takeover. Both reactions can come from the same person in one conversation. It isn't just about being bad at receiving it. Sometimes, "What should I do?" isn't really a request for instructions. It's a request for steadiness. You may be hoping someone will look at the mess in front of you and say, "You can handle this." That's different. You're holding a draft application open on your laptop. You ask a friend whether you should send it. They begin listing career steps, while a question inside you goes unanswered. Do you actually think I belong there? Imagine this. Someone tells you to start the workout, send the message, take the course. You nod, thank them, then feel oddly empty after the call. It was useful. It just wasn't what you came for. What studies of feeling heard often show is that people don't only seek information, they also seek responsiveness. Sometimes we ask for comfort in the grammar of a question. When that need is missed, even a sensible idea can land cold. Then it can become unbearable when it sounds like an order. There is a name for this pushback: psychological reactance. It can show up when a person senses that their freedom to choose is being narrowed. The idea may be smart. The force is the problem. You're already thinking about taking the job. Then your father says, "You need to accept it. Stop overthinking." Something in you closes, even though you were leaning that way yesterday. Picture a mentor sliding a clean, confident blueprint across the table. At first, you agree. Later, alone, your mind begins building a case against every step. Not because every step is wrong, because the decision no longer feels like yours. Tone matters. Timing matters. Certainty matters. A person may not hate the idea at all. They may hate the feeling that someone else has quietly stepped into the driver's seat. Freedom can feel very small in that moment. One comment can feel like criticism before anyone raises their voice. When backing becomes a verdict, the words feel personal. A small comment can touch a much older private fear. Apply for more jobs may be heard as, "You're not doing enough." Save more money can become, "You're careless with your life." The sentence ends. The meaning keeps growing. You're sitting across from a friend who says you should be more consistent. Your face stays calm, but heat rises behind it. You start defending every delay, every bad week, every reason you haven't moved faster. Imagine getting home after that conversation. You replay one line while taking off your shoes. Hours later, you're still arguing with words the other person may not have meant as an attack. That sting isn't always about their exact phrasing. Research on taking advice shows people can discount outside perspectives when they threaten their sense of competence. The wound is often not, "They told me what to do." It's, "They saw me as someone who couldn't." That defense protects self-respect briefly, then makes useful conversations feel unsafe. Being pushed can get results. A partner pushes you to make the call. A parent insists you finish the form. A friend won't let the conversation end until you commit. You do it. The task gets done. But notice what remains afterward. You're staring at the sent email or the cleaned room, and instead of relief, there is a dull irritation in your chest. I only did it because they made me. You're finally starting the project after weeks of delay. The first page is open. Yet each sentence feels like you are paying off someone else's demand, not building something you chose. Motivation research separates action that feels controlled from action that feels self-directed. Both can move your body. Only one usually feels owned. Pressure can move your feet, while leaving your reasons behind. That is why someone may resist even a result they secretly needed. If this brings someone to mind, share it with care. Naming the difference between care and pressure can change a difficult conversation. Even excellent guidance cannot help until a person can call it their own. A good routine can bounce off when it feels borrowed inside. A friend's routine can be well designed. A mentor's system can be practical. Still, neither one automatically becomes yours. People can be more likely to follow through when they can connect an action to a reason that matters to them. You download a morning schedule someone swears changed their life. For 2 days, you follow it. By Thursday, you're avoiding it. The schedule didn't fail because it was useless. It failed because each hour felt like you were acting in somebody else's story. Imagine someone giving you a business roadmap, complete with deadlines and rules. You can see why it works, yet you keep hesitating at the first move, because the goal underneath it isn't clear in your own words. Learning from others isn't surrender. It means translating what you hear. What part fits? What feels wrong? A borrowed plan can fit your calendar and still not fit your life. Taking in another person's view doesn't require handing over authorship of your life. This is the reframe. The issue may not be that you want help but resist direction. You may have learned to treat the two as the same thing. You're on the phone after a hard week, asking, "What do you think I should do?" You want a hand beside you. But when the answer becomes a grip on the wheel, your chest tightens. Advice is meant to be a map. It stops helping when it becomes a hand on the steering wheel. Healthy support can offer perspective without taking over. It can ask, do you want reassurance, options, or a practical next step? It can leave room for your reasons, not just theirs. Ask yourself something before inviting someone in. What kind of response am I looking for now? A sounding board? A different view? One small move? You don't need to obey people more easily. You need to stop confusing autonomy with isolation. Autonomy isn't locking the door. It's keeping the key while letting someone sit beside you. Wanting help but recoiling from instruction doesn't automatically make you difficult, immature, or impossible to reach. Sometimes it means direction has arrived, with enough judgment or force that your mind learned to brace for it. The next time you feel that pullback, pause before calling yourself stubborn. Ask what feels threatened. Choice? Dignity? The right to move at your own pace? You can let people travel beside you without giving them the road. If you enjoy learning the hidden psychology behind the moments when independence quietly turns into isolation, subscribe to the channel. Once you can tell the difference between protecting your agency and pushing people away, your resistance stops looking random. It starts making sense, and that makes change easier to choose.